Wait, what? Ukraine just fired 6 long-range missiles into Russia, and they're US made. You won't believe what happened next. Alright, let's break this down. So, on the surface, this may sound like a scene straight out of a blockbuster action movie. Missiles flying, countries on edge, and the whole world holding its breath. But, like all good thrillers, there's a lot more happening behind the scenes than just explosions and headlines. Ukraine, as you probably know, has been in a heavy conflict with Russia for quite a while now. But recently, something pretty significant happened. Ukraine fired 6 long-range missiles into Russian territory. And not just any missiles, these were US made. That's right, UDA made. I know you're probably thinking, wait, Ukraine doesn't make these types of missiles, so who's behind this? Well, here's the deal. These missiles were part of a US military package sent to Ukraine to help defend itself. It's not the first time we've seen military aid being used in a conflict, but these missiles, they're game changers. So, what exactly does this mean for the war? First, firing 6 of these missiles into Russian territory is no small move. It shows Ukraine's growing capabilities in terms of striking far beyond its borders and hitting targets deep within Russia. And the US weapons? They're making this possible. And look, I know what you're thinking, missiles from the US to Ukraine via Russia sounds like the plot of an intense spy thriller. But in real life, this is serious business. Here's why this matters. These long-range missiles, like the HIMARS system, are powerful enough to hit strategic targets far behind enemy lines, which can include military bases, supply lines, and crucial infrastructure. So, this isn't just about showing off firepower, it's about disrupting Russia's ability to fight back. Now, imagine the consequences. If Ukraine continues to receive these kinds of weapons and uses them strategically, the dynamic of the entire conflict could shift. We could be looking at a new phase in the war where missile strikes aren't just limited to the front lines, they're hitting deeper and harder. Okay, now here's where it gets interesting. With these missiles flying across borders, things are only going to get more complicated. But I gotta ask you, what do you think will happen next? Will this escalate tensions even more? Or is this just the beginning of a whole new chapter in the conflict? Should the US keep sending more advanced weapons to Ukraine? Or should there be a limit to how much military support one country can provide? And let's not forget, how should Russia respond to this? After all, sending 6 missiles right across your border is no small thing. Honestly, this is like a really intense game of missile tag, and everyone's trying to win. But what's the end game? Do we want peace, or just more missiles flying around? So do me a favor, hit that like button if you think these missile strikes will change the game, or dislike if you think this could backfire big time. And hey, don't just leave it there, drop a comment below, and tell us what you think is going to happen next. Is Ukraine playing their cards right? Or is this the start of something bigger? Thanks for watching, folks. Stay tuned, and let us know what you think in the comments. We'll be reading every one of them. And remember, here, we break down the world's biggest events, one missile, one headline at a time.